So we got a $6 no limit hold'em speed sit and go on Party Poker. Just gonna go over some basic strategy for you guys and go through the hands and how I played them and so on. So obviously we fold King 6 here. I'm just gonna cut these hands down. I'm doing the voice narration after the tournament's already over, so I'm just gonna cut it down and show you the important hands and whatever. Right, so in a normal tournament setting, we might want to raise with ace 10 on the button and just try and pick off all the limpers there. But in sit and go, it's basically pointless to do that because if you get any callers with ace 10, not that strong of a hand. So we'd probably end up folding and wasting those chips, which you don't want to do. I don't know what that guy was limping in with King Deuce for, but there's a lot of fish in the speed sit and goes, I find, especially in the lower limits like $6 and $11 buy-in ones. I also find that a lot of people find you should play any ace, which is obviously not true. It doesn't matter what position you're in, ace 5, even ace 5 suited on the button. You might want to limp sometimes, but folding is definitely the better decision for the majority of the time. Alright, so we picked up ace king suited here. Late position, early raise. 4x the big blind there. This guy hasn't been playing a lot of hands, so he's probably pretty tight. We're just going to call, see what we hit the flop with. Alright, so we hit the 2 pair. It's possible this guy has just an ace. Jack Queen could be a possibility. A lot of people seem to think Jack Queen's a really strong hand. So we'll bet out half and see if we get a re-raise from this guy. Obviously we'll more than happy to call it. So he folded. Probably had a middle pair maybe. Build your stack slightly. Okay, so here we picked up pocket jacks. We're gonna raise it up here 5 times. No, 4 times I guess. So this guy re-raises 420. He's pretty short stacked, so we're gonna take the chance and try and take all his chips. So push all in. Okay, so it's a ace king. Oh, there we go. Ace king, basically a race. Hit the 3 of a kind. So now we're perfect. Excellently set up for the rest of this tournament. We don't want to be taking risks with marginal hands or anything. Just want to sit back and let the other players take themselves out. Jack king here, big blind. Just gonna check. Getting another check. This guy bets half. Okay, so either this guy is slow playing, maybe ace 10, ace 5, or he picked up the Willie Joe there doesn't have anything, he was just trying to steal that pot. There's also a chance that he was on the flush draw. Definitely in multi-table or full tournament play, you want to play aggressive with your draws. At least I prefer that personally. Mainly because if you're on a draw and you're just checking, the only way you can win the pot is if you hit your draw. But if you're betting out to him, then he can either fold and you'll win that way. And especially if he keeps calling you and then you hit your draw on the river of the turn, you're gonna win a lot bigger of a pot than if you were just checking. But in sit-and-goes, you don't want to be taking the risk because it's not necessary. Alright, so this, whatever this guy's name is, Perdahemel. Anyways, he's clearly a fish. Playing very, very loose, shitty hands. Like he just played King 8 from middle position. Just want to make sure we remember that. Here we limped in with Ace 8 suited. Obviously, this guy's min raising, so either he hit the king or he's got nothing. We did see Just Paul push him off a pot earlier, so we're just going to call down to the river and throw out that bet, which pushed him off, so not quite sure what he could have had. Anyways. Ace Queen here, we're going to fold. That guy he seems to be a pretty tight, aggressive player. There's no sense getting into a pot that big with Ace Queen when we already have 3,600. It's possible that we could win that hand to possibly double up, or we could be dominated and he'd have Ace King, so it's just not worth taking the risk. Alright, picked up Ace King suited again in the big blind. We got a call from our fish there. Another call. We're going to raise this up. 500. Basically, we're just trying to pick up the loose 200s out there and increase our stack. Again, we could have maybe 3x'd that and got a couple callers. We probably had both of them dominated, but we really don't want to take the risk. It's not necessary. The 200's more than enough to increase our stack. Like, you just want to slowly increase your stack. The sit-and-goes are about survival, right? You don't want to, like in big tournaments, multi-table tournaments, you want to be doubling up and increasing your chip stack. But with sit-and-goes, you just want to, basically you want to make the money, and then you can start opening up and playing a little bit more. But you want to play tight and aggressive. Jack 6 suited, obviously a fold. Another thing that I find a lot of people in these lower limit sit-and-goes, for whatever reason, they think they should play every single suited hand they have. Good for me, bad for them, so if you're doing that, you definitely don't want to.